Been studying about the purpose gives you meaning, and we went over that some of us is when we lose our meaning in life, we lose our hope, and when we lose our hope, we lose our purpose of what we're meant to be. But I just want to recap what it is. We're on our purpose series, and we're trying to find out, God, why did you make me? What is my existence on this earth? Why am I black? Why am I white? Why am I Hispanic? Why am I German? Why am I a girl? Why am I a boy? Why do I have a temper? Why am I a crybaby? Why am I always depressed? Why do I feel old? Because you shouldn't play football so long, stupid. And we have all these, but everything about us, everything we don't understand, every question we have of why, there is an answer of why God made you this way. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. You were all made to do the same exact thing, and one thing only is to glorify God. That's it. But I'm going to be a supermodel. Not with that body. But I had plans. I was going to be a runner. You too slow. But I was going to be a runner. You can't even dribble a ball. Oh. Well, I thought I was going to be those things. No. You're going to be one thing. You're going to be a son and daughter of God that was created in His image, that was designed and purposed for one thing. Purpose means the reason that you exist, the reason that you were created, the reason why you're here. You were created and existing for one thing only, not for all those accolades that come with talent and gifting that is associated with the world, but for one thing only. Your purpose on life is to serve God, is to acknowledge God in your life, is to have a relationship with Him above everything else. Above the cheerleading squad, above the high school football team, above the chess club, above the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts and the Brownies, above your women's group that sit there and meet every Tuesday, above hanging out with the boys and having a drink at the bar after work. I call it Mexican Thursday. Above anything. Above your marriage, above your kids, above your job. Above all that is of this earth. God is to be first in your life. Nothing else will matter. Your life will be empty and incomplete. You'll be as famous as Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. You'll get your starting role as the Joker on Batman. You'll be famous. But without achieving your purpose, you will be nothing. Your life can have all the glitz and glamour and all the accolades and all the praise of men, but your life will still be empty because you have God. The only thing that's important before we die is that we get it right. Out of all the marriages and all the divorces and all the sinning and all the drugs and all the girls and all the guys and all the cars and all the houses and all the things that we attain in life, the only thing that's important is that you know God in this world. Because if you don't know Him in this world, you will never know Him in the next. Guys, listen. I'm preaching truth. I'm telling you the truth, not to accommodate you, not to make you feel that you're not important, but to bring perspective to your life. Why you have a mind and a consciousness to receive this, get it in yourself. Get it in your spirit. Young kids, you're going to grow up and you're going to go through a whirlwind of stuff. Half the stuff, if you just would have listened, you would have saved your life. But you're not. It's your destiny. You will bump your head. And as my mama said, a hard head make a soft butt in the long run. Life is going to whoop your booty. Because you're going to make the wrong decisions. But I tell you what, if you just figure out who God is, are you 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? If you just know who He is, if you just try to reach out to Him and have a relationship while you're young, it'll sustain you through all the storms of life. And you'll be all right. You will go through some things because that will be your testimony of who you are. But never forget your purpose. I'm telling you right now, don't come and ask anybody what's your purpose. I'm telling you what your purpose is. Your purpose in life, young and old, is to have a relationship with God. That's it. In that, everything else will fall into place. In that, everything that you dream and aspire to will happen. In that, everything that you need, N-E-E-D, need, not want, need. I said need. Will be supplied. You may not have that $10 million house because you don't need that. You need that $10,000 house that's one bedroom on the corner with the city view in Bethel's garage. That's all you need. Look, do you have a roof over your head? Okay. Young people, old people, listen. It's not about what you obtain in this life. It's about your relationship with God. Look, take it from me. I've had everything. From money to fame to the stuff that I don't even want to tell you. It's a shame. But I didn't have nothing until I found God. I didn't get to come back and do what I'm supposed to do from when I was a little boy until I totally stepped into my purpose. And that purpose is I gave my whole life to God. Above everything, above my wife, above my job, above my kids. And I said, God, I love you with all my heart, all my soul, and all my strength. Because everything in this life has let me down. But you've never let me down. And then God says, finally, I get you living on purpose. Now I'm going to give you an assignment. You're called to be a pastor, son. Go be a pastor. And this is how life works. And you know, you can sit here and not believe a word that I'm saying. You can have a scrunchy face and a crooked eyeball. But I'm telling you the truth. Your purpose is to find God. Not Buddha, not Muhammad, not a potato or a cabbage, not a foreign religion that you made up, not Scientology, not something, not witchcraft, not voodoo, not white magic, not black magic, not your mama's friend that says she can help you out, rub some of this on you. Here's a chicken leg, go put that on them. It'll straighten them out. You can run to all those things and you won't find God. They don't talk, they don't speak, they don't move on your behalf, they don't work miracles, they don't protect you, they don't cover you, they don't heal you. There's only one true God. Never ever lose sight of Him. And He's a jealous God. Purpose is the reason which something exists, something was created. Meaning is what you are intended to be. A life without meaning is a life without purpose. You can go through this whole life without no meaning. Not having one desire. Not knowing anything. But until you have meaning in your life, that means until you understand why you were created, and until you fulfill what God intended you to be, your life will not be complete. You will go through men after men, women after women, marriage after marriage. You will search for him too. You will get hobbies. You will buy a Harley. You will get a Jeep and lift it 7 inches and put some big old trucks on it. You will have a collection of tennis shoes. You will have 5 watches and diamonds. You will have all the little things that bring you comfort, and you still won't be complete. Because you don't have God. The Bible says, what would it profit a man or a woman to gain the whole world? The whole world. Everything in the world. Everything of the world. And to lose is only one soul that you get. Some of us are so into affection. I need it. I need to have that affection in my life, and if I don't have the touching, the feeling, and the caressing, and the companionship, then I can't make it. That's your problem. That's your problem. Won't you allow God to give you that affection? Won't you allow God to complete you? Not mini-me, but God. Not mini-me, but God. Not mini-me, but God. So we get involved in the wrong relationships. Some of us get downright twisted because we're feeling something new for the first time. Oh, a guy never made me feel that way. Well, a girl made me feel that way either. So now your relationship is distorted. Your truth and deceit is over you because guess what? You don't want a relationship with God. All my problems in this whole world, me, Mike Davis, Michael Lamont Davis, all my problems was for one reason. Because I didn't put God first in my life, in every situation of my life. I chose, let me say that again. I chose me, myself, and us three chose to do it my way. A hard head make a soft butt in the long run. That's from the Baptist church, the Pentecost church, the Jehovah church, and the Catholic church. Because you chose your way. Listen, Linda, keep choosing. Go on. Look, I'll be like this. Go on, Cleotis. You walk over there, but you lit back. Pastor, I went over there, down on Pelicano, and they jumped me. Who jumped you? The demons. Like they did the 7 sons of Sceva. And I use my power in the name of Jesus. I bind you. Jesus? 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 Where is Jesus? Oh, you don't know him. Because you did it your way. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay, now listen. This is very, very, very important. Because there's many accents that I have and many anointings that I walk in. This may be funny, but this is true. I'm just trying to make it easy for you because sometimes it's easy to digest. Okay? But don't find yourself calling out for Jesus and you can't find him. Don't wait till your life's upside down and you've been in church all your life and now you're going to cry out. God says, God says, God says, God says, Brittany, seek me Why I may be found. It ain't on your time. Even though he waits patiently for you to come back, to seek him, to call out, and then he has to get clearance. Now, Jesus, we called him a long time ago, didn't we? Yeah, Lord, but he wanted to be a football player. I know. How many marriages is that? 3. How much child support does he pay? $500,000 a month. How many kids has he got? 7. How many does he live with? Just 1. Is he on painkillers? From his body being broken up. Well, Jesus, let's do this. Let's go help him out. You sure about that, God? Yeah. Let's see if he's ready. And then you go, oh, thank you, God, I'm so sorry. I should have never done. Oh, God, please. Now, there, sonny. It's going to be okay. But I try to tell you, a hard head makes a song good run. Because you did your way. Man, if I knew what I knew when I knew when I was doing it, I wouldn't have done it because I knew it. Y'all didn't catch that, huh? Dude, you have to listen. That was a good one, Will. Don't ask me to repeat that. That was spontaneous combustion. What that means, if I knew what I knew now, when I was doing something bad, I wouldn't have done it because I knew not to do it. Do you understand that, Will? Okay. Let's just get it right. I got to give you guys one scripture, okay, before we close. Because y'all took all my time. But I want you to know one thing. Purpose gives you meaning to life. Okay? Let's just recap. Your purpose is why you were created. It's the reason why God made you who you are. Okay? And so even though people will judge you and say, you're too sensitive, or you're too bully, or you're obnoxious, or you're rude, that's okay because God made you that way. The thing we got to figure out is, why? What am I supposed to do with that obnoxious personality? What am I supposed to do with that meanness that means I have strength? What am I supposed to do with my opinionated point of view and I'm always, that means you're not a follower. No one's going to be able to pull the wool over your eyes. That means you're always going to search for the truth. What does all this mean? It means one thing. It means your life has meaning. Why do my life have meaning? Because you believe that there is something that you were intended to be. And when your life has meaning, it has purpose. And when your life has meaning and purpose, you have hope. See, we serve God because we hope there is a God. We follow the law because we hope that there's a reward for us. We hope that when we lay hands on the sick that they will recover. We hope that when we make a prayer to God that He's listening. These are the things we hope for. And they give our life meaning. And therefore we walk in our purpose. Which is the reason we were created. So when you think that you're created to change the world, you are. But you got to change the world in God. When you think you're born to change the world, you are. But you got to change the world in God. See, all these guys, Michael and Whitney and John Belushi, they try to change the world in the world. But they left one thing behind. They left their relationship with God. They went on to fulfill their lives with meaning, and guess what? They lost their hope. They found out that things ain't what they claim to be. I'm still searching for something in my life. There's got to be something real. There's got to be something tangible. You see, people take their life and commit suicide because they lose their meaning, their will to live. They forget what God intended them to be. They lose all their hope, which is what they hope to be true. It's no longer there. And reality sets in. And it hits them so hard, they can't take it. So they give up. And this is what happens when we don't know our purpose. This is what happens when we don't know why we were created. This is what happens when we lose what God intended us to be. This is what happened when all our trust and faith is gone. And here we stand with nothing. That's not why God created you. He created you for great things. In Him. Not without. Nothing that you can do in this earth can be done without God. You may achieve that degree, you may achieve that job, you may achieve that fame and fortune, but it will come to naught. It won't stop the pain and misery from trials and adversity from knocking at your door. See, when they come, who will you call? And if you don't know God, you can't call Him because you have no relationship with Him, because you have not lived in purpose, which is to love God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. Because if you do that, we'll be able to make it through anything that comes. And your life will have meaning. Your life will have hope. Your life, even though you don't understand the trial, will begin to make sense. Oh God, I get it. This is why I went through that. So you can do that. Oh God, I understand. This is why I went through that. So I can grow in that. Oh God, I get it. This is why this happened. So we can be doing this. Because all things work together for the good. God takes everything in your life and He changes it for the good. It don't matter if you had a broken marriage. It don't matter if your boyfriend broke your heart. It don't matter if you was a crackhead, drug addict. God will change it for the good. It don't matter that you used to cut yourself. It don't matter that you was into witchcraft. God will change it for the good. And that's our life. We spend our whole life trying to find our purpose. The reason why we created, the reason that we exist. We want life to have meaning, right? God, what's my meaning? What was I intended to be? And then we hope, and then we hope, and then we hope that it was something good, right? We hope that it amounts to something worthwhile, right? We hope that our kids will say, I had a good mom, I had a good dad. We hope that we're able to take that and become successful and take care of our parents. We hope that we have a storybook ending. We find true love and we live happily ever after. Right, Cinderellas? Right, Snow Whites? So what happens when that hope is gone? I just want to give you a couple scriptures. In the Bible, there's many different of people that express hopelessness. What is the opposite of hope? Hopelessness. Hope is the feeling of expectation. You expected your life to go right. He hoped that everything would work. My wife hoped that I was her dream man. She married me. She made me her everything. And I broke her heart into Chinese silverware. I took it and dashed it everywhere. Little pieces. Because guess what she did? She put everything she had in a stinking man. Everything. Her dreams, her aspirations, her hope, her trust, her love. She gave it all to me. And I took it and threw it in the trash can. I squandered my blessing. I trampled on her love for my life. I took her for granted. I broke her heart. Whew, thank God it wasn't beyond repair. Thank God that she came to her senses and she said, God, I was created to serve you above any stinking man, above any circumstance, above that crackhead mofo that won't do right. He made good money, but he still won't do right, and I got to fire him. And she said, God, I need you now. And she rediscovered her purpose, which was to love God with all her heart, all her soul, and all her strength. She regained her meaning. This is who I was intended to be, a strong woman of God, with or without that African. I'm saying that word because I can't say the other word in church. People are starting to get on me. He crazy. Don't stay that way too. And guess what? God restored her hope that my life's not a mess. That I can do all things through Christ. That Jeremiah 29, that his plans is to bless me. That he gonna fix this, man. He gonna restore what the locusts, and she gave herself to God. And then she started feeling that hope again, her expectation of what she wanted her marriage to be, of what she dreamed of her marriage being. She began to see those things. She began to breathe those things. She began to pray those things. She began to trust in those things. And those things became firm. She began to call those things that are not as though they were. She began to walk in great faith and understand that I may be down, but God, you said. And look, we still here. Just in love and happy. And she's finally got her bubble. She still got problems though. Bossing me around all day long. She became like David in Psalms 25:3. No one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame. No one who hopes in God will ever be put to shame. That means when your marriage falls apart, when you lose that job, when you get kicked out of your place, we've been evicted, we've been repo, we've been fired. What you got to say to me? And now we have 800 FICO score and plenty of money to pay, and new houses and cars. What you got to say to me? Oh no, and it ain't no prosperity teaching. We the poorest church in El Paso. I get Nathan from y'all. I give to y'all. And what you got to say to me? Don't tell me my God ain't real. Psalm says, no one who hopes in God. No, your hope is a feeling of expectation, wanting something to happen. No one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame. But shame will come to those who are treacherous without cause. Hope. Hope. See, but when you're hopeless, you feel like Isaiah when you start to complain. Because see, the children of Israel, they were kidnapped. The children of Israel, Jerusalem was destroyed. The children of Israel, they were enslaved in Babylon. Ooh, kind of like your life. Your life been kidnapped ever since you became 12. The devil stole you and filled you with all kinds of things. Drugs, sex, disobedience, drug, sex, disobedience. I'm only saying it because that's what I went through. I went through drugs, sex, and disobedience. I'm not listening to you no more, mama. I'm the man. Got a little saggy gap when I'm walking around. I'm the man, you the woman. Oh, I was disobedient. I was and I did it my way. Ran away from home, left home at 16. Ran away from home, left home at 16. Telling me, shoot, I'm grown. Drugs, sex, disobedience. Whew. Devil knows how to get you. So now my life is hopeless. I've been kidnapped like the children of Israel. And Isaiah complained, he says, I have labored to no purpose. He lost faith. He lost hope. He says, I have spent my strength in vain for nothing yet. What is due is in the Lord's hand, and my reward is with God. Thus saith the great prophet Isaiah. I guess because the children of Israel got kidnapped and Jerusalem was destroyed and they were held hostage to the Babylonian Empire, that Isaiah, the great Isaiah, lost all hope. You can lose your hope, but don't lose your purpose. You can lose your meaning, but don't ever give up on your purpose. Know why you exist, and that will carry you through everything, because as you know, Isaiah moved on to be great and powerful. Next week I'm going to talk about Job, and then I'm going to talk about Jonah. I want to talk about all these people that had purpose, meaning, and hope, and gave up on it, but God restored. See, listen, your purpose is one thing. A relationship with God. What does that look like? That's on you. Stand up. What does that feel like? That's on you. But that is your purpose. And once you have that relationship with God, your life will go in and out of meaning. Because I know sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like giving up, like Richard, and sometimes I won't. It's okay. You can lose your meaning and you can lose your hope, but don't forget your purpose. Because when you don't feel like serving God, because life's got you down, when you lost your hope because you've been beat down too many times, that's when you got to go back to God like Florence did. And re-find your meaning. That all it is I just need you, God. Listen, he'll come in your life. He'll give you instant strength. He'll clean you from crystal meth and drugs. He'll take away tobacco and alcohol. He'll just infuse you instantly as soon as you go back and say, God, I want a relationship with you. But you can't feel that until you go through something. Because every day is given to you and you just look at it and say, one day when I get older, I'll be ready for that religious stuff. One day when I get older, I'll serve God. One day when I get over, but I'm still young. I still got, I got stuff to do. I ain't got time for that Jesus stuff. That's for squares. That's for squares. I'm too cool, man. I'm the coolest dude at school. I got the dirtiest potty mouth that makes everybody laugh. I drop constant F-bombs, MF-bombs, N-bombs, gay bombs, lesbian bombs. I'm popular. I make everybody laugh. My mouth is so dirty. I'm cool. That's what they say is cool. That's why they like me. Because I'm the guy that talk all the trash. Well, you can do it your way. But I'll be here when you're ready to do it God's way. I'm a living proof. I was all of you in one person. The cool dude, the famous dude, the superstar, the lady slayer, the drug dealer, the pimp player, the procrastinator, the orchestrator, the leader, the head honcho, the chief, the boss, had everything. And I didn't have God. What do you want to do with your life? I'm telling you, don't go down that road. Stay close to God. You are going to dabble and dibble and dip, but don't you forget your purpose. Don't you forget why you were created. Unless you believe in evolution, you got to believe in God. People either believe in God or they don't. If you believe in God, remember who He is in your life. Never forget that your purpose is not what the world tells you. It's not what your talents dictate you are. Those are called gifts. They're not your purpose. Those are tools to use you in your purpose that God intended for you to be. Don't let your gift become your purpose. Remember, your purpose, and I'm drilling this in your little heads because it's the only thing that matters, is to serve God, to have a relationship. And you need to figure that out on your own. The Bible says that every man and woman work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. Not through your wife, because she prays 99 hours a day, don't mean you have to. Because she go to church every day, don't mean you have to. But you have to have a relationship with God in your own way. In your own way. Every person has to work out their own salvation, their own way with God. You can't do it my way. We can't do it Will's way. But we got to do it the way that God intended us. I don't know how you think. I don't know how you work. But you got to do it your way. Church, you got to have your own relationship with God. You can't copy nobody else. So that means if you only pray one time a day, then hallelujah. That's good. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for the word today. We thank you, Father, for the spoken word. We thank you for truth. Father, I don't know why I can't let these kids go, Father. I just feel like the devil's trying to take our kids, and I won't let them have them. Father, I give these kids to you. I give these brothers to you. I give these single moms and these single women to you. I give every marriage to you. I give it to you, Father. Father, that they would walk in purpose, understanding life, understanding why they were created. Father, I pray that you will just plant a seed in everybody's soul. Those that don't have the understanding to understand the word of God, Father, I pray that you would plant that seed, that when they walk out the door, Father, that seed would begin to germinate, that seed would be planted deep in their lives, and Father, that they would have questions, they would have needs, they would be inquisitive to inquire what it is this pastor is talking about. Father, I thank you for those that do have understanding, Father, that they would understand in a greater way, Father, that you would increase their knowledge. Father, I pray for the pains and the heartaches. I pray for the loneliness and the brokenness. I pray for the secret addictions that we don't want to confess to our brothers and sisters, but that we go home and we live with it. I pray for the controlling of our tongue and the conviction of our behavior and our words that don't bring glory to you. I pray, Father, that you continue to stir us to understand that our number one thing is loving you, understanding you, loving you, understanding you, and then we grow in you, Father. Father, I pray for faith, that we can believe in the simplicity of your word. I come against confusion and misunderstanding, Father. But Father, there's no gray in you. You're black and white. You're yea and nay. So Father, I thank you for clarity and purpose. Knowing the reason why we exist. Knowing the reason why we were created. Purpose. Knowing that our purpose is to love you and to serve you and to know you. Father, you said we were made to bring you glory and to believe in you. I thank you for hope. Even those that that have lost hope, even those that have given up. I thank you that hope is coming, Father, that if they just hold on. So, Father, I bless these people, that we will be ever so evolving and growing in you, understanding all that we do, taking away every excuse that we have, because we have no excuse, because we're getting the real word, and you've made a provision for that. Take away our excuses, God. But I take it away in Jesus' name and change it to, but I can and I will because I want to. I can and I will because I want to. Let us be pleasing in your sight. In Jesus' name.